You wake up Monday morning. Your alarm goes off. You check the time, and immediately feel that small wave of stress hit your chest. Not because you hate your job, but because deep down you know something. You're working hard, really hard, and yet your financial life doesn't seem to move forward. Your paycheck comes in. Bills go out. Rent. Groceries. Insurance. Gas. And by the time the month ends, you look at your bank account and think, where did it all go? And then someone says the classic advice. Just work harder. Here's the thing. Working harder inside the same paycheck rarely makes you wealthier. And that's what I call the salary trap. My name is Trump, and I spend way too much time thinking about income growth, wealth building, and why hard-working people stay financially stuck. If you're someone who shows up to work every day, does everything right, and still feels like financial freedom keeps moving further away, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look. Having a job is not bad. A job provides stability. A job provides structure. But here's what most people don't realize. A salary has a built-in ceiling. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage in the United States is around $60,000 per year. Now let's run the math. After taxes, that might be around $45,000 take home. That's about $3,750 per month. Now subtract. Rent or mortgage, $1,500. Transportation, $500. Food, $500. Insurance and utilities, $600. Just like that, over 80% of the paycheck is gone. And we haven't even talked about savings, investing, emergencies, or enjoying life. This is where it gets really interesting. The salary trap doesn't just affect your wallet. It affects your psychology. When your income is fixed, your brain switches into scarcity mode. You start asking smaller questions. Where can I cut $20? Should I cancel this subscription? Maybe I shouldn't travel this year. Your life slowly becomes about shrinking expenses instead of expanding opportunities. And look, budgeting has its place. But budgeting alone will never make you wealthy. Because budgeting controls money. Income creates money. Now, you might be thinking. Okay, but plenty of people make good salaries. Fair point. Some doctors make $250,000. Some executives make $400,000. But here's the twist most people miss. Even high salaries can still be traps. Why? Because a salary is still trading time for money. If you stop working, the income stops. That's not leverage. That's a treadmill. You run harder. But the ground underneath you never changes. Here's what wealthy people understand that most employees don't. They don't focus only on earning money. They focus on building systems that earn money. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people. Person A earns $70,000 a year from a job. Person B earns $50,000 from a job but also builds assets that generate $1,500 per month. That extra income is $18,000 per year. Now invest that $18,000 annually into assets earning an average 8% return, roughly the historical long-term return of the S&P 500. Over 25 years? That grows to over $1.3 million. Same effort. Different strategy. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built from working harder. It's built from owning things that work for you. Businesses. Investments. Equity. Assets. This is where it gets really interesting again. The biggest barrier isn't intelligence. It's comfort. A salary feels predictable. Safe. Familiar. Your brain loves certainty. But the moment you try something new, learning a high-income skill, starting a side project, negotiating for higher pay, investing consistently, your brain says, "Whoa, this feels risky." So most people stay inside the trap. Not because they can't escape, but because the trap feels familiar. So what do you actually do? Let me give you a simple 3-step escape plan. First, increase your earning power. Develop high-income skills. Sales, technology, marketing, leadership. Skills that move markets get paid more. Second, build income streams outside your salary. It doesn't have to be huge. Start with small assets. Investments, digital products, equity in projects. Anything that earns money without your constant time. Third, convert income into ownership. Every extra dollar you earn should buy assets. Stocks, businesses, skills. Ownership creates leverage. Leverage creates wealth. Because the goal isn't to escape work. The goal is to escape being paid only when you work. That's the salary trap. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So stop thinking like an employee. Start thinking like an owner. If this video helped you see money differently, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Because here on Infinite Wealth Lab, we don't just talk about making money. We talk about escaping the systems that keep people broke, and building real wealth instead.